A new phishing technique is making it increasingly difficult for users to identify malicious attacks. This evolution, particularly with the introduction of browser-in-the-browser pop-ups, highlights just how sophisticated cybercriminals have become. On November 18, 2025, reports emerged about a phishing-as-a-service kit named Sneaky 2FA, which now includes this advanced functionality. These pop-ups are designed to mimic legitimate browser windows, specifically targeting Microsoft account credentials. The technique allows attackers to present a false login interface that appears authentic, tricking users into revealing sensitive information. In this video, we'll explore how this new method works, the implications for users, and what steps you can take to protect yourself. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. The Sneaky 2FA Phishing Kit's incorporation of browser-in-the-browser, BitB, functionality represents a significant leap in the sophistication of phishing tactics. By creating pop-up windows that mimic legitimate browser interfaces, attackers can effectively trick users into entering their credentials under the guise of a familiar login experience. This technique is particularly insidious because it not only disguises the phishing site but also displays a legitimate URL, creating a false sense of security. Moreover, the use of bot protection mechanisms like Cloudflare Turnstile adds another layer of complexity to these attacks. By requiring users to pass a verification check before being directed to the phishing page, attackers can filter out automated security tools, ensuring that only genuine users are targeted. This conditional loading technique means that many potential victims may remain unaware of the lurking threat, as they are led to believe they are accessing safe content. Additionally, the rapid rotation of phishing domains complicates detection efforts for cybersecurity systems. By frequently changing the URLs associated with their attacks, cybercriminals can evade traditional security measures that rely on blacklisting known malicious sites. This constant evolution is indicative of a broader trend in the phishing-as-a-service ecosystem, where even less skilled attackers can leverage advanced tools to execute complex attacks. As these phishing methods become more advanced, they pose a significant risk not only to individual users but also to organizations that rely on online authentication processes. The ability to manipulate authentication flows, especially with the rise of passkey technologies, highlights the ongoing cat-and-mouse game between cybercriminals and security professionals. Users must remain vigilant and aware of these evolving threats, as even the most secure authentication methods can be undermined by clever social engineering tactics. To combat these increasing risks, organizations are encouraged to implement robust security measures, including user education on recognizing phishing attempts and adopting conditional access policies that enforce stricter login criteria. This multifaceted approach can help mitigate the dangers posed by sophisticated phishing schemes like Sneaky 2FA. As phishing tactics become more sophisticated, the consequences extend beyond individual victims to impact organizations and the broader digital landscape. The introduction of the Sneaky 2FA kit, with its browser-in-the-browser functionality, raises significant security concerns for anyone who uses online services, especially for those handling sensitive information. Organizations are particularly at risk, as successful phishing attacks can lead to data breaches that jeopardize customer trust and result in substantial financial losses. With attackers increasingly leveraging advanced techniques such as conditional loading and bot protection, even well-resourced companies may find it challenging to defend against these evolving threats. This means that employees must remain vigilant, as a single compromised account can serve as a gateway for attackers to infiltrate corporate networks. Moreover, the use of malicious browser extensions to bypass secure login methods like passkeys highlights a growing trend in cybercrime. This not only endangers individual users but also undermines the integrity of enterprise security protocols. As cybercriminals refine their methods, the risk of credential theft escalates, compelling organizations to adopt more robust cybersecurity measures. The implications of these phishing attacks extend to regulatory compliance as well. Organizations may face increased scrutiny and potential penalties if they fail to protect user data effectively. This creates an urgent need for companies to invest in employee training and sophisticated cybersecurity solutions to mitigate risks. Ultimately, the question of who is at risk in this evolving landscape is not limited to individuals but encompasses organizations, consumers, and the entire digital ecosystem. As phishing techniques become more refined, A collective effort is required to bolster defenses and educate users about the signs of phishing attempts, ensuring a safer online environment for everyone. As phishing techniques become more sophisticated, the introduction of browser in the browser, BitB, functionality highlights an alarming trend in cybercrime. This advancement allows malicious actors to create deceptive pop-up windows that closely mimic legitimate browser interfaces, making it increasingly challenging for users to discern between authentic and fraudulent login prompts. The integration of this technology into the sneaky 2FA phishing kit not only streamlines the attack process but also enables even less experienced cybercriminals to execute large-scale phishing campaigns effectively. The use of BitB techniques is particularly concerning because these pop-ups can display authentic URLs, leading victims to believe they are interacting with legitimate services. This level of deception significantly lowers the barrier to entry for attackers, as they no longer need extensive technical skills to create convincing phishing pages. Furthermore, the implementation of bot protection measures like Cloudflare Turnstile adds an additional layer of complexity, as it filters out security tools while allowing targeted users to proceed to the phishing site. In this evolving landscape, the potential for identity theft grows, especially as attackers continuously refine their methods to bypass advanced security measures. For instance, the emergence of the passkey pond attack demonstrates how even supposedly secure authentication methods can be undermined through manipulation of browser extensions. By exploiting the WebAuthn process, attackers can hijack authentication flows, allowing them access to sensitive enterprise applications without the user's knowledge. To counter these threats, it is imperative for users to remain vigilant. This includes scrutinizing messages for suspicious links, being cautious when installing browser extensions, and ensuring that any login attempts are conducted through verified channels. Additionally, organizations must adopt robust security policies, including conditional access measures, to mitigate the risks associated with these advanced phishing tactics. As the landscape of cyber threats continues to evolve, proactive awareness and strategic defenses are essential in protecting personal and organizational data from falling into the wrong hands. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.